Well, we skipped. No, we talked about China earlier. They're back. More China.
Chinese mind control weapons.
And this story is too good to pass up for the intro here. The intro segment. Yahoo News or Yahoo Entertainment mirroring a Business Insider article in the headline here. Again, this is Business Insider. This isn't some crazy fringe blog. Researchers in China claim they have developed mind-reading artificial intelligence that can measure loyalty to the Chinese Communist Party, reports say.
Yeah, it sounds like this show in 2016.
Yeah.
And like, oh, yeah. Have you guys heard this crazy podcast from 2016? We'll just make it news now. Business Insider, is that not an intelligence-connected outlet?
I think it might be.
I think it is. Yeah. Okay.
Researchers at China's Comprehensive National Science Center in Hefei claimed to have developed, quote-unquote, mind-reading artificial intelligence capable of measuring citizens' loyalty to the Chinese Communist Party, the Sunday Times UK first reported. In a now deleted video and article, the Institute said the software could measure party members' reactions to, quote, thought and political education by analyzing facial expressions and brain waves, according to the Times. Good. I told you it's not a good idea to have the brain waves being monitored by a teacher. You know, the students in the in the classroom.
This all started in the Chinese classrooms.
Yeah, and now they're trying to make it more common in the United States. Not a good idea. Yeah. The results can then be used to further solidify their confidence and determination to be grateful to the party, listen to the party, and follow the party, end quote, the researchers said, per the report. The post was taken down following public outcry from Chinese citizens, according to a VOA article published on Saturday. That's the Voice Over America. That's the
Voice of America.
Or Voice of America. The stuff that,
It's our propaganda outlet for the U.S. government.
Right. The stuff that used to not be read by Americans because of the propaganda or the Smith-Mundt
Modernization Act that Obama did made it so that Voice of America propaganda, which is direct propaganda from the U.S. government that used to be reserved for adversarial nations, now can be propaganda for the citizens of the U.S. Yeah.
Dr. Lance B. Elliott, an AI and machine learning expert, wrote in Forbes last week that without knowing the specifics of the research study, it's impossible to prove the validity of the Institute's claims. Quote, this is certainly not the very first time that a brainwave scan capability was used on human subjects in a research effort, he wrote. Quote, that being said, using them to gauge loyalty to the CCP is not something you would find much focus on. When such AI is used for governmental control, a red line has been crossed. Late last year, the U.S. Department of Commerce sanctioned several Chinese institutes for helping develop biotechnology, including, quote, purported brain control weaponry, as Insider previously reported. The Chinese government has come under fire for using AI and facial recognition systems to track and control Uyghurs, an ethnic minority group. Between 1 million and 3 million Uyghurs have been detained by the Chinese Communist Party in quote-unquote re-education camps, according to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. And this is the last little paragraph here, which is a quote. The scientific pursuit of biotechnology and medical innovation can save lives, U.S. Secretary of Commerce Gina M. Raimondo said in a press release announcing the sanctions. Quote, unfortunately, the People's Republic of China is choosing to use these technologies to pursue control over its people and its repression of members of ethnic and religious minority groups. End quote. End of article.
She says, we would never do that.
Yeah.
Even though our politicians have repeatedly praised the Chinese Communist Party for its ability to make quick decisions and control their population.
Well, this is part of the disclosure of the technology and then needing a scapegoat for the technology existing. China would be the perfect one because they're so public about how they're using this stuff to control the minds of the Chinese people.
And then you'll have technocrats being like, look, I get it. I understand the risks of technology. I'm a technocrat. But if China's doing it and we don't do it, then they win. So
Right.
we got to do it so we can beat the Chinese Communist Party or whatever.
Well, the World War III will be fought in a metaverse. And Elon Musk will lead the charge, and he's trying to take over Twitter. Or I guess he gave up on that, but maybe not. Maybe it's
it's all part of the
15D
plan.
chess that he's playing.
All part of the plan.
So, I think this is, again, it kind of affirms a sort of, both in the propagandistic way, but also I think in reality that China is prepared to really go off the deep end when it comes to advancing technologies and using it to control their citizenry and being open about it and forming some kind of, because ultimately this, whatever China creates, whatever, the US creates in other countries or whatever, Russia, it's all sort of leading to a greater military battlefield type of conflict. And I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing all this disclosure, all these investigations of UFOs and unidentified aerial phenomenon, that whole disclosure happening there, the technology of mind control weapons-ish being released. I think it's all part of leading up to more people working on it, more people willing to participate in this sort of warfare, eventually to some kind of physical altercation that can, I don't know. Hopefully, I pray that there's no nukes and stuff involved at a certain point.
Well,
but you never know.
Funny you should mention that, Gons.
Why?
Because I was literally about to break your heart by calling an audible. Can you hear me? I suddenly have lost myself in my monitors.
No, I can hear you.
So I'm pulling an audible. You'll see I popped something under our thing there in the notes.
Interesting. You put the word nuke there.
There's this little word named nuke. Word named nuke there. Why don't you click on that? Because I noticed we didn't slap this in before, and this would be a great time to cover this. It's a nice little video PSA that I saw trending today and thought was pretty fascinating. And I think for those who are not sort of Twitter associated, they may want to know about this before it's too late, especially if you live in the good old state of New York. This is the Nuclear Preparedness PSA that just got released in New York City.
This video here?
Yep.
Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't have the sound quite ready.
Here
we go. Do it again. Set it up again.
Oh, and here we go. It's the Nuclear Preparedness PSA with captions. New York City.
Oh, why isn't it? Sorry. For some reason, I unmuted the tab, but then it muted itself again. Okay.
Yeah, it knows.
It knows. All right. Here it is.
Visions of the city showing.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one has hit. Okay?
Don't ask questions.
What do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside.
Okay.
And
really
no,
fast.
staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move
Why does it stop?
away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows.
Cool.
Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have
Self-isolate.
one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer
Oh, no.
Get clean, Gons.
Get clean.
clothing
Why is this
to keep
website?
radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates.
Get on the app.
And don't go outside until officials say it's safe. All right?
Obey.
You've got this.
Okay.
You got this,
NYC.gov,
Gons.
emergency management. Okay, you got to go inside. You got to stay inside. You stay tuned.
I love it.
What is this, a movie? What are we doing here?
And again, really strange, Gons. I don't know how this keeps happening, but if you look down in very, very small letters down at the bottom, it says right there, get boosted.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead, get
NYC
boosted.
for
Oh, gosh,
official
why?
alerts and updates.
This is a horrible website. What is
Don't
this?
go outside.
Stop.
Just
Yes,
close it.
we heard you. My
Just
gosh.
close it. No,
Okay.
I love there's been a nuclear blast. We don't know how or why or from whom.
Just go with it.
Don't ask questions. Just listen to my voice. Focus on me. Breathe. Okay, get inside. Really, really fast. You actually, honestly, you should have been inside a long time ago. Actually, you're dead because there was a nuclear bomb. So you're dead, but it's okay. Died. Just go inside because apparently you're so dumb. You don't know that if there's been a nuclear blast in your city, you're probably already dead. But do what we tell you. So that's freaking people out, man. People are on edge, and it's a beautiful piece of propaganda. It's a nice little psyop out of nowhere for seemingly no reason. Just, hey, here's just a casual, no reason, don't ask questions, casual piece of advice for if a nuke goes off in New York City. And this was very specifically to New York Cityans. So, this is very hyper targeted, which is another clue that it is a very, very well thought out psyop operation. So they're striking the fear of nukes into the New York City population.
Well, you need soldiers. You need a crisis. You need an event. You know?
Gons, I need to introduce you to someone, and I think you'll really like him. His name is Brad Klontz, and he has five steps for reducing your
There's
anxiety.
so many steps to remember. 3 steps of nuclear preparedness, 5 steps of eliminating anxiety.
Gons, if you're having anxiety... If you're having anxiety about a nuclear bomb, step 1 is narrow your focus, okay?
Yeah.
Just ignore it. Don't think about it.
Sure.
If you stop thinking about the nuclear bomb, you'll actually save you from about 75% of the stress.
Oh, good. You can quantify my feelings. I'm glad we have that technology now. It's
Number 2, meet with a nuclear bomb financial advisor.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then the rest.
Wait a minute. Don't leave me hanging off a cliff.
Sorry, don't jump off the cliff, but do a worst case scenario exercise.
Yeah.
Here's the worst case scenario. You're dead. A nuclear bomb went off. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
then take a moment and breathe.
Okay.
Get inside.
All right.